Canadian Citizenship Test. Question and Answer. 2024. Question: What is the name of the Royal Anthem of Canada? A. Great Canada. B. Canada. C. God Save the Queen or King. D. O Canada. The answer is C. God Save the Queen or King. Question: When is Canada Day? A. November 5th every year. B. July 1st every year. C. June 30th every year. D. July 31st every year. The answer is B. July 1st every year. Question: What are the two official languages of Canada? A. In English. B. Speak French and inactive. C. English and French. D. Mandarin and English. The answer is C. English and French. Question: What do you call the King's representative in the province's 8th? A. Governor-Lieutenant. B. King's Governor. C. Lieutenant Governor. D. Governor-General. The answer is C. Lieutenant Governor. Question: Which province has the most bilingual Canadians? A. British Columbia. B. Quebec. C. Ontario. D. Prince Edward Island. The answer is B. Quebec. Question: In what jobs did the Métis first work with European settlers? A. Supplies traders, guides and interpreters. B. Taking care of children. C. Building housing. D. Fishing. The answer is A. Supplies traders, guides and interpreters. Question: What was the main advantage of NAFTA agreement? A. Free trade among Canada, the USA and Mexico. B. Free trade between Canada and China. C. Free trade between Canada and the UK. D. Free trade between Canada and Japan. The answer is A. Free trade among Canada, the USA and Mexico. Question: Which act granted for the first time in Canada legislative assemblies elected by the people? A. The Constitutional Act of 1982. B. The Constitutional Act of 1891. C. The Constitutional Act of 1791. D. The Constitutional Act of 1972. The answer is C. The Constitutional Act of 1791. Question: What did the suffrage movement achieve? A. Quebec experienced an era of rapid change. B. The suffrage movement abolished slavery in Canada. C. The suffrage movement led to the introduction of employment insurance. D. Women achieved the right to vote. The answer is D. Women achieved the right to vote. Question: Which region is known as the industrial and manufacturing heartland of Canada? A. Atlantic provinces. B. Prairie provinces. C. Central Canada. D. West Coast. The answer is C. Central Canada. Question: With which words does the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms begin? A. Canadian citizens have rights and responsibilities. B. O Canada, our home and native land. C. Canada is a free country and home of the braves. D. Whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law. The answer is D. Whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law. Question: What do Canadians remember on Remembrance Day? A. Canadian victory in World War I. B. Canadian victory in the Battle of Vimy Ridge. C. Canadian victory in World War II. D. Sacrifices made by Canadian veterans and brave soldiers in wars. The answer is D. Sacrifices made by Canadian veterans and brave soldiers in wars. Question: What are the provinces of Central Canada? A. Ontario and Quebec. B. Ontario and Alberta. C. Quebec and New Brunswick. D. Alberta and Saskatchewan. The answer is A. Ontario and Quebec. Question: which two fundamental freedoms are protected by the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms? A. Freedom of belief and freedom of religion. B. Equal employment rights and opportunities. C. Basic living rights and obey laws. D. Aboriginal people's rights and to volunteer. The answer is A. Freedom of belief and freedom of religion. Question: which was the last province to join Canada? A. Prince Edward Island. B. Manitoba. C. Newfoundland. D. Yukon. The answer is C. Newfoundland. Question: what does the term responsible government mean? A. Each person in each electoral district is responsible for voting. B. The Governor-General is responsible for the actions of the Prime Minister. C. The ministers of the Crown must have the support of a majority of the elected representatives in order to govern. D. All Canadians are responsible for each other. The answer is C. The ministers of the Crown must have the support of a majority of the elected representatives in order to govern. Question: what should you do if you do not receive a voter information card before an election? A. Call your local municipality. B. Turn up at your nearest polling station on election day. C. You should assume you were not chosen to vote. D. Contact Elections Canada. The answer is D. Contact Elections Canada. Question: which of the following is the oldest colony of the British Empire in Canada? A. Quebec. B. Ontario. C. Alberta. D. Newfoundland and Labrador. The answer is D. Newfoundland and Labrador. Question: which of the following are the responsibilities of Canadian citizenship? A. Protect the Canadian environment and vote in elections. B. Obey the law, find work in the government and serve in the Canadian Army. C. Serve in the Canadian Army, obey the law and take responsibilities for oneself and one's family. D. Obey the law, serve on a jury, vote in elections, and help others in the community. The answer is D. Obey the law, serve on a jury, vote in elections, and help others in the community. Question: why are the Great Lakes important to Canada? A. They provide water for irrigation. B. They provide fresh water and waterways. C. They provide waterways. D. They are tourist attractions. The answer is B. They provide fresh water and waterways. Question: who was the first person to draw? A. Map of Canada's East Coast Owl. B. Josh Cartier. C. John Cabot. D. Jacques Cartier. The answer is C. John Cabot. Question: what is a polling station? A. Place where you vote. B. Campaign offices for candidates. C. Place where the number of votes is counted. D. Member of Parliament's constituency. The answer is A. Place where you vote. Question: who discovered insulin? A. Dr. Wilder Penfield. B. Matthew Evans and Henry Woodward. C. Sir Frederick Banting and Charles Best. D. Dr. Jonathan Hops. The answer is C. Sir Frederick Banting and Charles Best. Question: who circled the globe in a wheelchair to raise funds for spinal cord research? A. Reginald Fessenden. B. Rick Hansen. C. Terry Fox. D. G. Gerhard Herzberg. The answer is B. Rick Hansen. Question: which of the following is a non-Canadian not allowed to do? A. Leave the country at will. B. Contact his or her MP. C. Take the Canada Citizenship Test. D. Vote in federal and provincial elections. The answer is D. Vote in federal and provincial elections. Question: what is the primary role of the police in Canada? A. To resolve disputes and interpret law. B. To keep people safe and to enforce the law. C. To provide national security intelligence to the government. D. To conduct or support land warfare, peacekeeping, or humanitarian missions. The answer is B. To keep people safe and to enforce the law. Question: which province is one of the most productive agricultural regions in the world? A. Manitoba. B. Saskatchewan. C. British Columbia. D. Alberta. The answer is B. Saskatchewan. Question: in what year did Canada become a country? A. 1867. B. 1687. C. 1786. D. 1678. The answer is A. 1867. Question: where is Canada located? A. Central America. B. Europe. C. North America. D. South America. The answer is C. North America. Question: how are members of Parliament chosen? A. Elected by senators. B. Elected by the Prime Minister. C. Chosen by the King. D. Elected by Canadian citizens. The answer is D. Elected by Canadian citizens. Question: what does the National Register of Electors contain? A. Database of landed immigrants. B. Database of Canadian citizens at least 18 years of age who are qualified to vote in federal elections and referendums. C. Database of all Canadian citizens. D. Database of Canadian taxpayers. The answer is B. Database of Canadian citizens at least 18 years of age who are qualified to vote in federal elections and referendums. Question: who are the Métis? A. The distinct Aboriginal people of Atlantic Canada. B. A people of mixed Inuit or First Nations ancestry, most of whom live on the prairies. C. First Nations people speaking the Mischief dialect. D. A distinct people of mixed Aboriginal and European ancestry. The answer is D. A distinct people of mixed Aboriginal and European ancestry. Question: who appoints the judges of the Supreme Court of Canada? A. The Governor-General. B. The Prime Minister. C. Other judges. D. The people. The answer is A. The Governor-General. Question: when did settlers from France first establish communities on the St. Lawrence River? A. Late 1600s. B. Early 1700s. C. Late 1700s. D. Early 1600s. The answer is D. Early 1600s. Question: what types of jobs are provided by service industries? A. Communications and retail services. B. Transportation and education. C. Tourism and government. D. All answers are correct. The answer is D. All answers are correct. Question: which of the following is not a responsibility of Canadian citizens? A. Learning to speak both official languages. B. Voting in elections. C. Obeying the law. D. Taking responsibility for oneself and one's family. The answer is A. Learning to speak both official languages. Question: when is Remembrance Day celebrated? A. July 1st. B. October 6th. C. November 11th. D. November 20th. The answer is C. November 11th. Question: where do the majority Métis live in Canada? A. Central Canada. B. The North. C. Prairie Provinces. D. The Maritimes. The answer is C. Prairie Provinces. Question: what do the initials MP stand for in Canadian politics? A. Member of Parliament. B. Minister of Parliament. C. Member of the Patriots. D. Master of the Province. The answer is A. Member of Parliament. Question: who are the Aboriginal peoples in Canada? A. The first settlers of Newfoundland. B. The first European settlers to arrive in Canada. C. The descendants of the first Australian immigrants to Canada. D. The first inhabitants of Canada. The answer is D. The first inhabitants of Canada. Question: which province is Canada's main producer of pulp and paper? A. Quebec. B. British Columbia. C. Saskatchewan. D. Ontario. The answer is A. Quebec. Question: what are the parties that are not in power called? A. Tea parties. B. Opposition parties. C. Rival parties. D. Opponents parties. The answer is B. Opposition parties. Question: who is the King's representative in Canada? A. The Premier. B. The Prime Minister's spouse. C. The Governor-General of Canada. D. The Prime Minister. The answer is C. The Governor-General of Canada. Question: which region of Canada is known for its fertile agricultural land and energy resources? A. Central Canada. B. Quebec. C. Prairie provinces. D. Maritime provinces. The answer is C. Prairie provinces. Question: which province in Canada is the smallest in land size? A. British Columbia. B. Prince Edward Island. C. Alberta. D. New Brunswick. The answer is B. Prince Edward Island. Question: if you cannot pay for a lawyer, how can you get legal help? A. Borrow money from the government and pay for the lawyer. B. Go to legal aid services in most communities. C. Apply for financial aid from the government to pay for legal fees. D. Do not go to a court. The answer is B. Go to legal aid services in most communities. Question: what is a cabinet minister? A. Candidate picked by the Prime Minister. B. Picked by the Premier of each province. C. Selected by the Prime Minister to run federal departments. D. Selected by the King to make laws. The answer is C. Selected by the Prime Minister to run federal departments. Question: what is a major river in Quebec? A. Hudson's Bay. B. Niagara. C. Fraser River. D. St. Lawrence River. The answer is D. St. Lawrence River. Question: who is the father of Manitoba and defender of Métis right? A. Louis Riel. B. Sir Louis Hippolyte Lafontaine. C. Sir John A. Macdonald. D. Sir William Riel. The answer is A. Louis Riel.